that Sam was getting a serious girlfriend in season 4. Is that true?
You know what? I'd love to be able to answer that question, but that would go back to you.
Actually,
you have to find out, huh?
Well, yeah, well, there's that, and then Holly, who's our publicist, came to us with a quote to describe. There's this character, Christy, and there's some potential exchange of bodily fluids with Sam.
Not like, hey, you're gonna have a kissing scene. Get prepared.
Yeah. We get real graphic. We get real basic instinct. But they asked me to describe the. Holly asked me to describe the character so she could kind of release, description, and so I released, and I do sort of, to the fans who get upset by this, but I wrote in love interest just kind of to screw with you guys. Because you guys get so angry. You reference love interest, like, you mash your teeth online, and you're like, I hate it, why? And so we were like, it's kind of late in the day, and I may have been one beer deep, and I was sort of like, I say love interest, because I want to see how upset they get. So, but don't sweat it, like, it's not like, anyway, I think you'll be pleased with where the character goes, but we wrote in love interest to
just mess with us.
F with you guys, yeah.
Well, so speaking of things like that, Jared and Jensen, you've been with these guys now for 3 years. Is there anything that they're writing that still surprises you? Anything about the turns in the characters, or anything that happened in the last season that you were like, I so didn't see that coming?
For me, it's yes and no. I think the first season I realized that I was going to be so surprised by everything that just not to expect anything or not expect anything. How's that for mystery? So no, I'm not really surprised anymore. And Eric and the bunch have kind of explained what they want to do or what they're thinking, but it's likely to change. And so I've realized that, I'm an actor telling their story, so wherever their story goes is where I go.
I think the most... Crickets on that one. I think actually the most surprised I've been is the beginning of this season. And where they're taking the story of the characters and what's happening. I had a long talk with Eric when we got back to work, and I think it was probably the most intense conversation as far as just going over the story that we've had in the history of the show. And it's a storyline that's I'm not gonna give anything away, but it's gonna unfold, and it's gonna really add a lot of elements that we haven't dealt with on the show into it, and I'm pretty excited about that. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we, as the writers, I think we have story ideas at least through 10 at this point, so we're almost closing on halfway done. But we're giggling like schoolgirls in the writers' room. We feel like season 4 is, we hope you guys dig it, because for what it's worth, the writers really love it. And and anyone who's read interviews with me knows that I can be critical of that stuff. And I think certain episodes of season 3 were just okay, but I feel like season 4 we're just like kicking the doors off it and going in some places that I think people will find really interesting and entertaining. I was fishing for applause.
He's not just saying that. He really is saying, for my money, it's the best mythology we've done since season 1, for sure.
Tell us what those writers
Well, I agree also.
Ben hates it.
Tell us what those writers' room meetings are like when you're talking about mythology and you're trying to hash it all out.
Sorry, repeat the question, we didn't hear it.
I'm sorry, tell us what the writers' room meetings are like when you're trying to hash out that mythology and everything. Like, how do you even keep it all straight, keep it all together, and say, no, we can't do that because then that would conflict with this, and then, just how do you...
Actually, Eric is very good, I think, we have a room that can go insane for a period of time, and then Eric you just did it last week. I went crazy for a whole day. Warner Brothers, I owe you a day. But in terms of process, like for mythological beats like that, there's a lot of pressure testing and sitting around, and These are the big decisions. Actually, a lot of them come almost easily. This year it's rocking, and a part of it is somehow the wheels of the universe that are being defined in this season, they just provide a tremendous amount of fruit. The wheels bear fruit.
We've had tougher, like, I think last year was a tough mythology season for us. I mean, the deal was a really effective organizing impulse, but like we had just killed our main bad guy, and it took us time to sort of get into the new big bad, and it was I think the same baseball, it was a building season. But I feel like, I mean, this year we can't stop the ideas from dribbling out of our mouths in terms of where we're going, and we're really picking up momentum in a really fun way, so I think people do.
Is there a theme of this season, a big overarching idea?
Pornography. There is, there really is, and we can't say it. I mean, we're trying to, there's certain things we're actually trying not to spoil.
And Eric, you said before that you'll kill one of the boys before you kill that car. It's a 67 Apollo.
He's already killed both of us, though.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. When Dean was in hell, we were like doing it again. Like, is this the third time we've killed him? And we're like, it's gonna lose impact after a while. We're like, we'll just kill him again.
Well, with Mystery Spot, it might be the 60th.
Oh yeah. Everyone's still here, pal. Can't shake me. You can't hold me down. The Impala's the third character, and we've said that often before. It's this is a Western, and the Impala's Trigger, and everyone cares about Trigger. And everyone. I love that people have the affection of the car. I mean, the shows I grew up watching and loving were very car as a character heavy. Like I grew up like. I love, and I know they're not the best shows, but I love Knight Rider, and I love Dukes of Hazzard. And I just love the shows where you had iconic cars, and I would say one of the things I think I'm most proud of about Supernatural is that we've created a car that to its fans is I hope reaches that level of iconography, and so that's been really exciting and fun, and it's a great car. Handles like a shopping cart. Yeah, it's not a mean machine at all.
So it's not a product placement thing, I guess.
Well, I think we